All right, so let's switch gears to problem solving, which was a session that you did for, was it the first time in New Orleans that you had done that
Yes,
session?
it was.
And it really kind of turned that idea of brainstorming around on its head. And we rely on that phrase, let's brainstorm something, a lot. And this was something very different.
Yes, it was. So, yeah, so that was where we sort of introduced the idea of question storming, which is just a different way of approaching brainstorming, because a lot of times the sort of the questions we ask can be much more revealing than just trying to produce a series of ideas. It can change our perspective of how we are even thinking about a problem or a situation. And so the idea with question storming is that we just spend about 15 minutes with a group of folks, and we're only allowed to ask questions. We're not trying to answer any of those questions. And then through that process, we're just going to identify a handful of those questions that that are really maybe insightful or reframe the entire problem in a new way that can help in the process of problem solving. So the question storming part of that presentation was part of the larger problem solving. And like, problem solving is a skill. It's something that as casino marketers, as casino operators, that we are in the business of problem solving, because it's really, like, in a lot of ways, it's the whole thing that we do every day. Is we have to solve small problems, probably some unimportant problems, and some really significant challenges. So it's just sort of opening up how we approach problems, how we think about them, how we can reframe them, and then really unlocking creativity and innovation, which I think are the two primary fuels to successful, high-performing problem-solving teams. So yeah, and that was a really fun session, and I look forward to talking about that again in the Northwest show.